I will be replacing the thermal paste on a HP EliteBook 830. Let's see what the CPU temperature is at before we make the change. Wow, the CPU is pretty much overheating, as you can see. The owner has claimed that the computer shuts down on them from time to time. Let's see if some fresh thermal glue will do the trick and a fresh cleanup. I'll be using the thermal paste from Thermal Grizzly called Cryonaut, if that's how you sound it out. I'm trying to show it on the camera, hopefully it's focusing properly. I'll put a link in the description below for it. I'll just get my screwdriver so I can unscrew the back plate. The screws on this back plate don't actually come all the way out. They're secured by some clip at the bottom of the plate, so you don't have to worry about losing those screws. Wow, look at that battery. That explains the bulge at the bottom of the laptop where the mouse pad was almost popping out. Guess I'll be replacing the battery in this laptop as well. So taking up the heatsink now. It's not connected to the fan, but still need to clean the fan out anyway. The old thermal glue is all dried up and crusty, so no wonder the CPU was overheating. I'll clean it off with some alcohol. So what do you get inside the Cryonaut pack? If you know how to pronounce it properly, just let me know in the comments below. So there's a little spatula that you use to spread the paste around, a how-to guide, and a little authentication card to prove that it is an authentic product. The guide shows you how to apply the paste on the CPU in different languages. I'll tag a video above that explains what the differences are in the patterns and if they actually do make a difference or not. And of course the thermal paste. I'll try and show it, hopefully it focuses. But it's just a little tube, needle tube. I'll apply the thermal paste to the CPU heatsink. Oops. Just because it's flat, it's a nice and easy surface to apply it to. I'll use the X method. Comment below with the thermal applying method that you prefer and why. It just keeps coming out, so I just thought I'd dab it around a bit. Don't forget to put the cap back onto the syringe, otherwise it may go everywhere. Now to put the heatsink back. Just make sure you align everything properly before you push down. If you do get it wrong, don't worry, you can just take it off and put it back on. It shouldn't disturb the glue too much. Make sure it is on straight and the screw holes align. Now that everything is back together, I'll just put the back plate back on, flip it over, and let's turn it on and see what the difference is. Okay, wow, so we can see a big difference in temperature from before and after. I'll put up the before so we can compare the temperatures. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Take care. So thanks for reaching the end. For reaching the end, you get to participate in 4Comms Trivia. The very first 4Comms Trivia, depending on how this goes, I may make more. To be eligible to win a packet of Grizzly thermal paste, you need to like the video and be subscribed to my channel. You'll need to comment your answer at the bottom of this video, and the first 2 people with the correct answer will win the packet of Thermal Grizzly thermal paste. Now if you are one of the first 2 that answered the question correctly, you'll need to message me on Facebook or Instagram, where I'll ask for your details, so please don't put your personal details in the public comments on YouTube. So here's the question. What Australian animal did scientists in England think was a prank? Remember, comment below, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.